Hello, hello, kids. Today we're going to be using three very special colors. These three colors make up all of the colors in all of the world. They are red, yellow, and blue. Red, yellow, and blue. These are called primary colors. Everybody say that with me. Primary colors. They are the prime of the colors. They are the biggest, most important main colors. So today we're going to use these to make a pumpkin. So we have a big piece of paper. We're going to make a big pumpkin. Now, we're just going to jump right in. We're not going to draw anything. We're not going to trace anything. We're not even going to talk about what we're doing. I just need you to follow with me, okay? So we are going to make a beautiful, beautiful pumpkin. Now, pumpkins are normally what color? Orange, exactly. We don't have orange, but we can make orange, right? Because I said these three colors make all the colors. Orange is included. So we're going to first start with red. Once we have red on our brush, we're going to draw a big oval in the middle of our paper. This is going to be the middle of our pumpkin and fill it in. Now we have to move a little swiftly, which is another word for quick, because we don't want the red to dry too fast because we have to mix a second color in it to make orange, which is a secondary color because it takes two colors to make it. All right, we have our red base. Let's get all this paint off as much as we can. And then what color do I need to dip into? Oh, you can already tell. Yellow. So just get a little scoop, go right on top of your red, and oh my goodness, what color is that turning? Let's turn an orange. Wonderful, because we need an orange pumpkin. All right, that doesn't look like a pumpkin. That just looks like an orange oval. So let's keep going. We're going to dip back into our red. We're going to draw half ovals on both sides of our main oval, and we'll just go ahead and finish out our pumpkin so we know. And then two smaller half ovals on the sides. Now it's starting to shape up like a pumpkin. So let's start. Just pick one of the half ovals, fill it in with your red. Remember, we have to move swiftly. Get a scoop of your yellow, add that in. It's okay if it's a little patchy, if there's more yellow or there's more red in one place, or it's a different type of orange, it's totally okay. I still have orange on my brush, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go into this smaller oval over here. Get all that orange and nice. I'm gonna dip back into the red and maybe add a little shadow right here so that we can tell that these two are separate. All right, dip back into the red, go on to the right side of my pumpkin, paint it all up, and then I'll dip into the blue. No, not the blue. Yellow. Mix it all up and mix it all up on the paper. On the paper. I still have some on my brush, so I'm just going to go into this smaller section. And it kind of blend together right there, so I'm just going to dip into my red and add a little bit of a kind of a shadow right there. All right, I think I want to add a little bit more yellow to the middle, kind of right here to add some highlights. Yep, I am happy with that. All right, so now I'm going to wash off my brush because now we're going to get into the leaves. Leaves of a pumpkin are what color? If you said purple, you are wrong, but I don't think anybody did. I'm sure you said green. Yes, the leaves are going to be green. So before we dip into our, oh no, we don't have green. We're gonna have to mix it again. What two colors make green? Yellow and blue. Look at you, cuckoo, cuckoo. Let's start with our actual leaves. So I'm gonna get the yellow and I'm gonna map out the vines of my pumpkin. and the leaves. You're still going to have a little bit of red on your brush. That's totally okay. It'll all blend out. We're not going to worry about it. Add a couple of leaves up there, like a little pumpkin crown. Add some down here. I don't know what that is. Let me just connect. It was meant to be a leaf and it didn't really turn into a leaf. That's okay. Right in there. And then we're gonna draw a loopy one. That's cute. Cute. Okay. I still have some yellow on my brush. That's okay. I'm gonna dip into the blue and I'm gonna go back in and paint over my yellow, and that will make green. This is a bit of a messy process, but that is what our art is supposed to be. It is going to be messy and it is okay. We don't want it to be solid green. We want it to be this mixy kind of artistry green blue. Look how cool that looks. I think it looks cool. Let me get all this together. Now, I want you to take your time. I know I'm going kind of fast, but that's just because I don't want you to get bored watching the video. But you can take as long as you would like to. Pause the video, rewind the video, start the video over again, whatever you prefer. Oh, it's so cute. Before we move on to our next activity, I want you to add any other leaves or any other green that you would like to now, because we won't dip back into our green. All right, I am happy with how mine looks. So I'm going to clean off my brush really, 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 really good. No green to be seen. I'm really good at rhyming today. Okie dokie, artichokes. I have my clean brush, and this is not that clean. That's okay. I have my clean brush, and now I'm going to do the background. So the background is going to be purple. We're going to use all three of our secondary colors today, which are orange, green, and purple. So the only two colors we haven't mixed yet are what? Yep, blue and red. So we're going to mix these guys up for our background. Now it's going to be a little tricky. This is going to take us a little bit longer. It's totally okay. Let's use our blue first, because we already have blue in the green. So if we get a little bit on our green, it's going to be okay because it's blue. We'll just make it more green. So let's start in our big sections. Just go around, get some red on there. Go back in, and now we have purple, but like a purpley blue, which would look like the night sky. All right, let's do it. This is going to take some focus, some precision. Don't get upset if you get onto your leaves. We can always go back and paint those over again. If you need to get a smaller brush, get a smaller brush. Nobody is judging you. Remember, painterly. This is painterly. It's meant to look a little messy. Try not to leave too much of each color in the different paint bin. Oh, that's too red. I'm going to have to go back in with some more blue right there. It's too red and it's right next to the pumpkin, although this is a really pretty color. do need to dip back into the blue and make it more purple instead of kind of like that grapey color. Ooh, look at what we're doing. We're doing great. Hope you think you're doing great too, because I'm sure that you are. Oh, this is getting tricky because my sections are getting a little smaller. You get paint on the table a little bit, that's okay. We'll clean up at the end. I don't want you to worry about that. Now, don't try to get paint on the table, but if you do, don't freak out. Don't stop. The paint will clean up. I'm really enjoying this. It's a bit difficult, but I think the outcome is going to be really, really cool. I wanted originally to do this on a dark paper so we wouldn't have to paint in the background. But what happened was the paint is not opaque enough because it's tempera paint. And it's not dark enough, it's not opaque enough to really fill that space and to see the color. So really you were just kind of seeing this shadow of a color, and that's not what we want. We want to see the actual color, but this way we get to mix purple. And the other way that I was going to do it, we weren't going to be able to mix purple. So this way we get to mix purple. Well, my purpley red that's coming out. Is that it? I think I am done. That looks super, super cool. I'm going to wash my brush off a little bit. Still have a little bit on there, and I'm going to go in and add some more shadows to the ridges with this purple. Now, don't add too much because we don't want purple on our pumpkin, but if you wash it off just a tad, it'll be like this darker color. And then it'll get the ridges a little bit. Wow, what a beautiful pumpkin we've just created. All right, make sure your brush is fully clean, and then we are going to clean up in just a minute. Admire your beautiful artwork. I know you worked hard. And then make sure you put your lids on your paint so it won't dry out. Wow,